Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're jumping right into a really fascinating story set in a vibrant world. But, beneath the surface of this whole jungle fable are some incredibly profound, real-world lessons about what it actually takes to step up, take responsibility, and truly guide others. We're going to track how a character named Leo evolves from basically just a mere title holder into a genuine protector.
So, what does it actually take to be a true leader? Is it just about having the loudest voice, or maybe wearing the biggest crown? Or is it something a whole lot deeper? To figure this out, we're going to follow Leo's path step by step and see exactly how real leadership is forged when the pressure is absolutely on.
Okay, let's set the scene. We start with a status quo that perfectly, and I mean perfectly, illustrates the absolute danger of passive leadership. On one side, we've got the everyday animals of the green jungle. The river is drying up, food is getting incredibly scarce, and they're literally working around the clock just to survive. And on the other side, we have Leo, the Lion King. And what's he doing? He's literally just taking a nap under a tree. When the animals come pleading for help, he completely ignores them. It's the ultimate example of holding the title without putting in an ounce of the work.
Well, authority without action always crumbles, right? Driven by sheer necessity, the animals actually hold a secret meeting led by the wise owl. Their consensus? Leo needs to learn some responsibility. So they just totally stop serving him. Bam! Suddenly, reality hits Leo like a ton of bricks. He's thirsty, he can't find food, and he's struggling to even survive. But then, a real crisis hits. Wild boars invade the jungle, and everyone is panicking. And Leo? He just watches helplessly. He has absolutely no clue how to defend his own kingdom.
Just as total despair starts to set in, and these boars seem completely unstoppable, a giant, mysterious roar suddenly echoes through the jungle. It literally stops everyone dead in their tracks. This is a massive turning point for our helpless king and his terrified subjects, because they realize right then and there they aren't alone.
It turns out that terrifying roar belongs to Titan. He's this old, battle-tested tiger who used to protect the jungle back in the day. Now Titan takes one look at Leo and he actually laughs at his laziness. No way, right? But he doesn't just mock him. He challenges him. He looks Leo straight in the eye and tells him that if he really wants that title, he has to do the hard work to become a true king.
So Titan puts Leo through the absolute ringer. We're talking a rigorous, multi-day training regimen just to build up his foundational skills. And this isn't just about making Leo physically stronger, it's all about discipline. He's running for endurance, climbing for agility, hunting for self-sufficiency, and then, the real kicker, teamwork exercises. Leo is quickly learning that being the king isn't a free ride. It requires constant, grueling preparation.
But even as Leo is pouring in all this sweat and effort, Titan drops a super ominous warning. The wild boars are only the beginning. And right on cue, strange glowing eyes start appearing in the dark forest at night. Yep, the training wheels are officially coming off.
The trials really start escalating with these stealthy wolves. You see, they don't just charge in recklessly like the boars did. No, they secretly infiltrate the jungle. They start stealing what little food is left, and a really deep, creeping fear starts to spread among the animals. This completely forces a critical shift in how Leo has to view his role as a protector. It's no longer just about roaring loudly, it's about handling complex, hidden threats. Naturally, Leo's very first instinct, fueled by all his new physical training, is to just rush in with pure brute strength. But Titan steps in with a crucial lesson. Strategy has to come before strength, always. Leo literally has to unlearn his reliance on pure brawn and start using his intellect, planning, and most importantly, collaboration, if he's going to outsmart this wolf pack.
And here's how that strategy actually plays out. By organizing his team into synchronized steps, Leo starts playing to everyone's natural advantages. Think about it like a giant puzzle. The elephant uses its massive size to block the escape paths. The monkeys use their crazy agility to distract and confuse the wolves. And the birds? They use their aerial vantage point to scout and relay information. Thanks to this brilliant coordination, Leo completely defeats the wolf leader without even having to lay a paw on him. Realizing they're totally outmatched by a unified jungle, the wolves just pack up and leave peacefully.
But wow, this victory is super short-lived, because as the wolf leader departs, he whispers this absolutely chilling warning. The Dark Hunter is coming. This instantly plunges the green jungle into an even darker, much more sophisticated threat. They definitely aren't just dealing with hungry animals anymore. Now they're up against an enemy that uses cold, calculating tactics, like traps. The whole atmosphere in the jungle completely shifts. Animals are literally disappearing, and absolute terror is spreading like wildfire. Obviously, Leo can't just punch a trap. He has to immediately apply all those previous lessons about teamwork to save his vanishing subjects. The stakes just went way up. It's no longer about losing food, it's about losing lives.
Just look at how Leo orchestrates these tactical rescue teams. It is a total masterclass in delegation. Every single animal is given a specific job based on what they do best. The clever monkey gets tasked with distracting the hunter. The incredibly powerful elephant is assigned to safely destroy those dangerous traps. And once again, our birds act as the eyes in the sky to pinpoint the hunter's exact location. Leo finally gets it. He's not trying to do everything himself. He's conducting a highly effective team.
Because they execute this strategy so flawlessly, the hunter is quickly surrounded. And here is the absolutely crucial takeaway. The hunter doesn't retreat because he's overpowered by one strong lion. No, he leaves after realizing that these animals actively protect each other. He sees that the entire jungle has become an impenetrable, unified force. Leo has definitively proven that a united community is hands down their greatest defense.
Okay, so just when you think the bad guys have been vanquished and everyone can relax, the environment itself throws down the ultimate test. Heavy, dark rain clouds start gathering over the jungle. It goes to show that while enemies can sometimes be reasoned with or outsmarted, nature absolutely cannot.
And then, the storm hits. We're talking massive floods, totally overwhelming the green jungle. Animals are getting trapped by the rising waters, bridges are collapsing left and right, and giant trees are just crashing down. This isn't some controlled strategic battle. This is pure, unpredictable chaos. Every ounce of Leo's physical training, along with his newly developed mental and strategic skills, has to come together right now in a desperate life-or-death crisis.
And this is where we see the ultimate culmination of his character arc. He has completely shifted from that lazy king who slept under a tree to a proactive leader right there on the front lines, literally diving into floodwaters and risking his own life for his team. He's organizing rescue missions, making sure everyone works together to pull each other to safety. And because of his fearless direction, the entire jungle actually survives the devastating storm.
Eventually, the waters recede, the sun finally comes out, and the storm ends. And it's here that Titan officially crowns Leo as the true king of the green jungle. The animals start celebrating with music and dancing, and the beautiful thing is, they aren't doing it out of fear or obligation. They're doing it out of genuine respect and gratitude. The whole shebang really solidifies Leo's complete transformation from an entitled royal to a proven, beloved servant leader.
Which brings us perfectly to the core leadership principle of this entire story. You know, it was never actually about Leo's roar or how sharp his claws were. It was about learning to serve the needs of his community, protecting them with strategy and courage, and inspiring everyone to work together as one cohesive unit. That is what real leadership looks like.
So to wrap this all up, right in the middle of this massive celebration, this tiny baby lion cub wanders up to Leo, looks up at him with wide eyes, and asks this incredibly profound question: can I become a great king someday? It's a question that really jumps off the page, and honestly, it's one we can all apply to our own potential, no matter what our personal jungle happens to look like.
And Leo looks down and tells the cub, anyone can, if they have courage, kindness, and a heart that never gives up. Because at the end of the day, true leadership isn't about the fancy title you're handed, it's about the active, compassionate choices you make every single day when you're facing the unexpected. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. As you look at your own life and your own career, I want you to ask yourself, are you just sleeping under the tree, or are you ready to face the storm when your community needs you the most?